second. Live. That's me. Hello. Okay. So while I'm waiting for peoples to come in, I'm going to clean up my mess. I was playing yesterday with a bunch of waxes. So we're still going to work on the photo albums and in the Fairy Whispers, but I wanted to really go like step by step with you guys and not just be like, look, this is what I've done. Also decorated this little box here. Um, interesting. What is happening right now? Hmm. Oh, because it paused for some reason. Oh, because I paused it, not muted it. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, anyway, I made this little box to put my waxes in because I've got a couple waxes. You can also find these on the shop in various colors. I have purple, green, blues, silver, as well as, you know, bronzy browns or whatever. Like, I'm just getting situated in my little seat here. So, the Fairy Whispers collection actually comes with a package called Bits and Bobs. And I do have these available in the shop, but it's called Bits and Bobs, and then there's 24 of them, and they're 4x6 sheets. Now, these are what's left out of the packet. I figured I would go ahead and cut these out off camera because it would take a lot of, like I did all of this last night, but these are what's left. And I think these are a little big for the projects that I'm working on now. So I'm just going to save those for now. But like I said, and I am continuously checking to make sure if the ephemera packs are back in stock at Blue Fern. Currently, they are not. But you can still get some ephemera pieces with the bits and bobs. It's just a little bit different. So let's show you. Like there's, and all I did was cut them out. I didn't do anything to them yet. Sorry, my daughter's at the front door. She's bringing in packages. So anyway, I didn't do anything to these other than cut them out. So these are tags, and then there's some pockets here and some more tags, some more pockets. And I think the tags are designed to be able to go in the pocket. Maybe not. Nope. Too big. That's okay. Because I have stuff that can go in this just fine. And I also, I'll show you that. Basically, I did the tedious work last night. That way I could just, decorate and play today. So this is the rest of the bits and bobs. See? So it's not all cards. Now you do have to cut them out. That's the only difference. They're not cut out for you, but you guys may remember how much I love fussy cutting, and I didn't have a problem with these. My hands are perfectly fine. Like, it's fine. Oh my God. Hey, Scotty, how are you? Sorry, I forgot to look up. I forget that I'm doing live instead of a video. I know, how terrible is that? Let me zoom out just a smidge. I feel like I'm in just a little too close. So, oh my gosh, yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on here, right? And I forget that I'm starting to do the lives again instead of the videos. So I'll have to remember to like, hey, you got to look up. So I found these on Etsy. They're library pockets, but they're embossed. And so I took some of the waxes and went over the flowers. And I started playing with the color combinations. And so that's some of the combinations that I got. And I do have matte as well as the metallic finish. And then same thing with these. These are little whale tail tags. And like I said, I just did busy work last night instead of like doing any of the construction of the books, because I wanted to leave that and do that with you guys. I need somewhere to put this. I guess we're just gonna put it right there. So, how you been, Miss Scotty? And I'm drinking a V8 like always. And I found these. I don't remember honestly where I bought these. I bought these from one of the YouTube sales like probably 2 years ago. But I found those. Oh, and these are so cute. These little guys here. And they're little teeny tiny glassine bags, but they fit like these little tags pretty perfectly. I was pleasantly surprised. How cute is that? And it just comes right on out. Oh, so cute. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. A lot better than the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year was crazy for us, for sure. All right, I'm just turning around and grabbing the packets that I have going on. Oh, and the same place that I got the library pockets is where I got these guys, the little teeny tiny glassine bags. I doubt that I'm going to use, like, they were like 50 of them for $1 something. And I was like, oh my God, but they're super tiny. They're really hard to use, but they happen to work out pretty perfect for this one. I made these, actually I made a bunch of these, but only 2 of them are ready to be decorated. Hey Devs. Yes. Hey, how are you? Yes. Yes. I am live. I know it's a phenomenon. These I thought were really, really cool. I'm going to show you what these are. Let's get, this is all my scraps. I just put it all back in the same bag. Actually, I'm going to text my husband real quick. So he can bring me something. It's going to help out a lot. So they're bags that I use to put the Blue Fern papers in. This one's already done, sort of. But they're zip bags. So let's work on this one for now, because I've done a lot of the cutting already. I did leave one with some notes. And this is just some paper that I had in my stash. I'm pretty sure I ended up getting this out of a like one of those mystery scrapbooky boxes that you can get off of eBay. I got a few of them last year. No, the year before last, because it was before the COVID thing in my bob. Anyway, so I don't know what this is or even if it's still available, but that's the information. And this particular color is called Bubblegum. So yeah. And this is the one, if you remember yesterday, I tied it at the end here. And our spine's going to go right there. Our pages are going to go right here. So I cut out most of the pages. You are a godsend. Oh, I only needed one. Thanks. So this is actually much better for holding all of these instead of constantly, because these cellophane bags are the bane of my existence. I like zippy bags. But this is what you get when you order any of the Blue Fern stuff from me. It's a zippy bag. So anyway, the 12 by 12s, the 8 by 8s come in their own little bags. But it just seems to be in my way right now. So I'm trying to like get it out of my way because my desk is only so big. So big. You know what that reminds me of is when like you have a baby and you're talking to him like so big. Wanted me to go to work at 4 a.m. Oh my gosh. You know what? For whatever reason, I just woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and my body was just wide awake. And I stayed up until about 6:30, fell back asleep, and woke up. And I've had a migraine ever since because every single time I go to sleep in the middle of the day, I get a migraine every time. I don't know why. I don't understand the science behind it. I have no idea. Okay, so what I did, I'm going to make this, which is a page. I'm going to make this for you guys so you know what I'm like, where I got all of these from. I went ahead and did 3 of them, and I did the spine, but I'll show you guys how to do that too. So we're going to cut this at 10 inches by 5 and 5/16 inches, and then we're going to score it. But I need my big boy for this because I need to run into the microphone because that's, you know, what we do here. So we're going to cut this at 10. And this is really thick cardstock. It's not chipboard, but it's very thick. Like, I can't work a 12-hour day too old. I can work a 12-hour day if I'm in here. Does that count? I mean, I'm sure that counts at some point. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to find my scoreboard that is buried. I just had it last night, and I put all of my project bags on top of it. Lego! Okay, I got it. Anybody know what I did with my thing? Found it. I need to check my paper to see if it's dry. Ooh, making paper. Nice. All right, so we're going to score this at 9.5 and 4 3/4. So 4 3/4. Okay, and then I'm going to erase this little part right here because as soon as I fold it, that's not going to get covered up by mat. Okay. Put my scoreboard there. And then we're done with the information portion of this. I'm going to leave that 5/16 because that's the one that I have a hard time remembering. The rest of it's not really necessary. I am most likely not going to ink any of these pages. The spine. So what I did with the spine was I made 2 different ones. And I took an extra piece of paper. Actually, I took a larger piece because this is the one when I was first doing the let's measure this and find out if it's the right size or whatever, I cut it at the wrong size. And it actually ended up working because then I was able to create my spine. So what I did was I scored here at 1/2 inch. I scored at 3/4 of an inch, scored down, and then over another 1/2 inch, which is at 1 1/4, and then over one more 1/2 inch, and that's 1 3/4, and then at 2, that is 1/4. So it's 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, 1/2, 1/2, 1/4, and then the last page or the last section right here is 1/2. Okay. And this is not my design. I believe this design came from Kathy Ortega many a moon ago. but I do like it. It's called the Hidden Hinge. She also has another one where it, I don't know, it looked a little more complicated, but so I think I just stuck with this one because it was the easiest. So what this is going to do is it's going to create hinges for you, or not for you specifically, but what this is going to do for me. Hold that. Oh, I still need to fold that. Oops. I thought we were done with that part. Okay, now these you're going to have to fold both front and back. Oh, I love scrapbooks. Actually, I don't love scrapbooks. It's been a very long time since I've done a scrapbook, like a true 12 by 12 scrapbook. But mini albums, oh my gosh, those are my pride and joy. I love photo albums and mini albums. But like the true scrapbooks, yeah, it's been a minute. And as you can see, this is like a full length of the paper. I haven't cut this down to size yet. And now I'm just folding across all of the 8x8s. Oh yeah. I like it to where I can use the smaller paper pads for sure, because well, for one, the smaller paper pads are less expensive, and you can normally, like with Blue Fern specifically, you actually get more in the smaller packs than you do in the larger packs. Like you'll get 20 sheets instead of 10 sheets. Now the 10 sheets, it's really dependent on the seller, because some sellers do 10 and some sellers do 20. My philosophy on that is actually my husband's idea. Because I wanted to do 20, and he was like, it makes more sense for you to do 10. And I was like, wait, what? And the reason being is because the 20 cost exactly the same amount as 2 10 packs. So it doesn't benefit the customer at all to do the 20 packs. But what it does do is it gives people that are more in a financially sticky situation but want really pretty paper the option for the less expensive choice. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut off this little extra bit because I don't need this part right here. And that's it. Okay, so now what we need to do is this needs to be the same height as this. Okay. But it needs to be this way because it fits this way. So when you fold this, you're creating a little pocket, right? A little pocket. And it's going to sit like this. It's going to sit right on top of your little hinge right here. But I need to cut this down to make sure that it actually fits on the little hinge right there. So this should be 4 3/4. And it is. So I'm going to make this just one little notch. I think that's what, 1/16? I'm not entirely sure. Hey, Ms. Dana, how are you? I think these little teeny tiny lines, what are we called? The imperial measurement system. Yeah, I think the teeny tiny lines on the imperial are 1/16. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to take it over to 4 3/4 and then take it in by 1/16. I hope that makes sense for you guys. And I'm doing that just so, yeah, I'm going to cut it with, that. Yes, I know. It's crazy. I love it. Okay, so this one is actually decently long, and this might work for my other book that we made yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. All right, let's set this down. And then I'm going to put this. Oh, wait, I can't use this because I'm using a different color. Okay, so we have Oh, nice. Nice. So you kind of make stuff like this then? How it's just like blank inside? That's awesome. Hey, that's pretty cool. Here, you can I'm gonna do this real quick. And I don't know if Michelle has um your Etsy shop, but by all means, you can post it for sure. Michelle can do it now. Um, but yeah, so you're gonna have about 3/4 of an inch to adhere into this little spot right here. So what you can do is you can make it that little tiny. I should have made bigger actually. You know, let's do that. I think I want to do that. How big are you? Not big enough. Because I didn't think about that. That doesn't take up very much space now, does it? And that's a big spine. So we might still be able to use this though. That's not big enough either. How many are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough. All right. So now I'm just looking at my scraps. Not big enough. We're just going to use a whole nother sheet. And then y'all can see exactly how to do this. So this is a fresh sheet, 8.5 by 11. And there you go. There's your shop. Thanks, Michelle. Hey, Miss Deidre, how are you doing? So what I'm going to do, instead of making how we did a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that gusset, which is the 1/4 inch part. I'm going to make that a 1/2 inch. So it's going to be 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2. It's just going to maintain that 1/2 inch all the way down. Okay. So it makes it a little bit easier as far as scoring goes. Someone is behind me. Oh, they left. That or they're hiding. It might have been my dog. All right. So, let's see. Might even be able to do 1, 2, because that'll give us a leaf, if you will. But I don't know if I want a leaf. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And this is what I do. This is why I normally take out a good portion of the building process, because I do a lot of second guessing and a lot of, I wonder, can that work? Can I do that? Can I do that? Grandma's oatmeal raisin cookies. Apparently my daughter bought snacks. I like the fact that I have an adult baby child who has money and can buy food. You're welcome. We actually have made a deal with her because she's kind of like in between knowing really what she wants to do as far as like school goes. So the deal is that she buys groceries for a family of 5, mind you, every other month. Yeah, it is expensive. So we're going to cut this down. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the whole thing down to 4 3/4 and then down 1/16. And for any future project, we have this scored. Okay. All right. I'm doing good. As you guys may remember, the first half of the year has been crazy hectic, but it's calmed down a good bit. The shop keeps me pretty busy. Let's see. How do I want to do this? All right. And then, yeah. So do I want a little wing or not? So that's one. That's two. So normally when I make photo albums or mini albums, I use Genevieve Designs. I use her templates. I love her templates, for the record. Oh, that's actually pretty perfect if I do a wing. Oh, wait, no, I can't do a wing. Crap. Yeah, because then I can only do 3 pages. But if I don't do a wing, that means I can do... Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. Oh, look at you, Michelle. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, these papers that I'm playing with right now, you can actually find them on the website that Michelle just linked for you guys. Okay, so that makes 1, 2, 3, and then this makes 4 here. So that works out. Okay, let's cut that. I don't need the trimmer for that. I have a little trimmer. I love this thing. I wish I could find more of these. And I honestly, I probably would have gotten back into Creative Memories just so I could sell these things to you guys because they are so amazing. Like, I love these things. All right. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And now I've got my 4 pages. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape these before it's hot as balls here. Where's here? Where are you? It's not too bad here. It's 88 here. This Tombow, that's not going to work. That is not going to cut it. No bueno. Where is my score tape? You know, I mean, red tape works. I don't really want to use red tape, but it works. I want my score tape, but I think I have lost it. And I know I have it. I've got a whole bunch of it. Like I have a box of it behind me. Ah, no. So I have this, I have like this basket thing underneath my desk. And hey, Jude, how are you? Ow. And I just stabbed myself. Anyway, it's got 2 drawers for adhesives, 1 dry, 1 wet. And my score tape is supposed to be in the dry box. And I just broke a nail. Look at that. This is what I get for like having real nails. They're so brittle and crazy. This is why I normally get my nails done, but that's expensive. That's super expensive. All right, so you do want a super duper strong double-sided tape for this. I didn't even look and see what time I started this because I want to keep my lives like fairly reasonable as far as time-wise goes. Okay, 30 minutes. Yeah, we're good. We're super good. So anyway, you want to use a really, you also want to see what I'm doing. You want to use a really, really good double-sided tape or glue for this. You can use glue. You can use Fabri-Tac, art glitter glue. You know, I prefer score tape, but right now I'm using red tape. So I'm actually going to put tape all across the bottom except for this little spot and that little spot right there. Which I should, oh, hey, Dub, do you use the tape from scrapbook.com, the various sizes with you making photo albums? Right, Dana? Exactly. Huh? I swear it's like I started doing lives again and they act like their dad doesn't exist. Who's home, mind you? He's in his room, or he's in the room right now, probably playing video games. And they come in here. I'm like, hey, can I eat this? Dude, go away. I'm going to see if I've got a larger tape because this is going to drive me bonkers. Hold on. Okay, so I have a couple tapes. Yeah, so Genevieve Designs actually has kind of really, but I do this one. Anyway, she has kind of, I don't know if she's sponsored or not, but she mentions scrapbook.com has like Sequane equivalent, if you will, like off-brand, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, and she uses that, and I was wondering if anybody else had used it. And kind of, because I mean, trust me, I've bought plenty of things like, oh look, Bob's using it, I need that too. Uh, that's actually how I ended up getting my jelly plate and paints and such like that, because who was that? Brooke was doing jelly printing one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I bought it and I used it like twice, and I don't even know where it's at right now. That's the thing. I do like that. I prefer craft supplies over nails. True. But I don't know. I've had my nails done my entire life. But I will say that this whole COVID thing definitely, because you have such a restriction on like where you can go and everything like that. And honestly, we don't go hardly anywhere that we don't have to go now, because it's like every single person is like, I have my vaccine, I'm immune, I don't have to wear a mask. I was like, you do know that's not how a vaccine works, right? But who am I? I'm nobody. I just think it's funny because it's like, that's not how vaccines work. It just makes you personally less susceptible to getting as sick. Not you're immune from getting sick. You just don't get as sick when you catch the virus. But anyway, my point is not to get into a political debate, because honestly, I could care less. But my point is, we just don't go anywhere. Because my youngest daughter, she had pneumonia when she was 5 years old. She had pneumonia twice. That put her in the hospital. So it's just not worth it to me, you know? Do I have a boxy cutter thing? Oh my gosh, I have to show you guys this. Look at this. I found this on Amazon. It's a lighter. Isn't that cool? And it works. It lights my my woodwick candles, like all of them. Yeah, I've only used the jelly like a handful of times, and that was it. So I'm gonna leave every one that goes here stuck. I'm not gonna take the papers off, but I'm gonna take the papers off of the rest of them. Well, I'm gonna try to take the papers off of the rest of them. Yeah, I can't seem to keep my nails from breaking, chipping, cracking, any of that jazz. I mean, I've bit my nails for many, many, many years of my life, so that probably doesn't help at all. So what are you guys doing today anyway? On your last day of the weekend? Are there any new lives coming up and about? I should know about. I caught a couple sales. Like I honestly have no idea like who the regular people are as far as like, so where did my tape just go? I've lost it. Anyway, I was watching one. I don't even know who it was, so don't ask. I have no idea. But they were selling some stamps, um, and you could tell that it wasn't name brand. But I told my husband, I was like, "Is it just me? Like, am I completely crazy? Why am I getting so upset about this?" And he's like, "Because you pay good money for brand name stamps that are copywritten, protected, and you know, there are people out there that are selling those same stamps." Hold on a second. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting tape on either side of each one of these hinges. And I'm explaining this because my intent with doing the live is to, one, interact with you guys, but also to have regular videos up for you guys without the whole process of uploading. But anyway, it was very obvious because I actually went on the website for my supplier. It was Stamperia. And I looked because they were still, they were still offering it or whatever. And I looked and it was exactly verbatim, like not verbatim, but exactly every little teeny tiny detail of that stamp was the same thing. And then they asked they did the offering price or whatever. And I was like, holy crap, that's what I pay for them wholesale. How is that even possible? So, but I don't know. It irritated me because it kind of like, I think I kind of understood like why people have like a bad rep for, places like AliExpress, Amazon even, because you can get the same things on Amazon. You really can. And honestly, it's not the platform's fault. It's the individual seller. It's like these people, and a lot of times you go and search for them and you can't find them because they've been shut down by the platform because they understand that it's a copyright infringement. It's illegal. And I guess I just get my feelers all in a wide because I'm like, dude, you are taking advantage of someone's hard-earned work. Like, have you no shame? I don't know. I was just being anyway. My point behind all of that was I don't know who to watch because I don't know that I want to watch that person anymore. But it's kind of shameful because I don't even know who it was. Like, it's so bad. I don't even know who it was. Okay. What I'm going to do is, oh my gosh, I have the wax all over my fingers still because I was messing with it this morning too. Now I'm going to notch each one of these. Okay. And what I'm doing with that is just that. See? And what that's going to do is it's going to make it super easy to slide this page right on top of that. And then I'm going to have this cute little page. Okay. But I'm not going to put the pages on. I normally build the page and then put the page on because sometimes, not always, but sometimes I use this connection piece to adhere other pieces. Am I fuzzy for everyone, or is that my own interwebs being all wonky? Let me refresh real quick. Yeah, I guess that was my own interwebs being wonky. My square tape supply. Yep. Making, oh yeah, I rid of a bunch of stuff. I had put it on the shop. There's still a handful of things left in the destash spot, but it sold. Oh my gosh, it sold really quick. I was pleasantly surprised. I almost wanted to do more, but I was like, No, I'm good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the middle of this while scooting up. It is a little fuzzy, isn't it? Oh, wow. Oh, Deidre did a flip through of her most recent journal on her channel. You'll have to do a Google search and you can, or not a Google search, a YouTube search for her name, because for whatever reason, you can't just click on someone's name and be like, I want to go visit your channel. Yeah, I don't use Stampin' Up stamps. I'm talking about Stamperia stamps. The stamps that I was talking about are Stamperia. And I don't have one handy, I don't think. No. I mean, my store stuff is actually in my bedroom. I'm going to mark this, otherwise I'm going to probably miss it. All right. So, my store stuff is actually in my bedroom. Honestly, because I got tired of moving it out of my office. So while I was gone, guess what happened? My house flooded again. This time it was because my AC froze up again. And instead of, fixing the problem a couple years ago, they were like, here's a Band-Aid. We're just going to add some Freon to it and call it a day. Well, that didn't work. And it flooded a few more times. And then finally, I guess they had got tired of coming out to my house for, water damage and flooding and whatnot. So finally they had actual, like, an AC contractor come out and fix it. And it's been working ever since. Oh, look at that. Yes. Still fuzzy. Why are you still fuzzy? Actually, it wasn't that the AC was too cold, because we had always kept the AC at like 76 because we were scared crapless that it was going to freeze it. So we always kept it really warm. Well, for an AC anyway. All right. Just ignore my head there, my big old fuzzy head. All right. So now we've got our hinges. You know what? I wonder if that, yep. Okay. I just favorited your shop, Miss. There we go. I wanted to do that before I forgot. Hey, Michelle, don't you do regular lives? All right. And now we can start looking at our pages. Okay. So I'm going to take all this jazz. We're going to move it out the way. And my cookie. All right. So we've got 4 pages. And we're just going to set them in their little slot. We're not going to glue it down or anything right now. Okay, well, maybe not. We're just going to do that. We're going to come up with an idea for this. Regularly unregular. When I just flip on my camera, no schedule. Nice. That's what I like. I am definitely digging this whole I don't have a schedule thing. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do with this? Okay. So, what do you guys think about having like a little pocket? Could have a pocket with a flip attached to the pocket, like a little hidden writing spot. All right, let's see. So this one should be in the whatchamacallit. The 5 and whatchamacallit. No, too big. Actually, I don't know what mark that is. It's 4 3/4. All right, so if this is 5 5/16, if we make it 4 5/16, that gives a whole inch. So it's a 1/2 inch border. Do we want a 1/2 inch border? I don't think so. This is why inches are impossible. It's also 13.5 centimeters. So we're just going to go with that. But we need an extra we do need an extra inch on the bulkhead. I'll tell you what here in just 1 second. Bloop. All right. So I made this 6 and 6. Oh my gosh, 6 5/16. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it long ways. I'm going to score it 1/2 inch. Boop. I'm going to flip it around and score it 1/2 inch. Okay. Now I'm going to take it here and figure out how big it is. It's 3 1/4. So we're going to do 1 1/2 and an extra 16th to make it exactly a 1/2. Nope. So I'm going to actually go. Is that enough? I'm going to go 3/8 of an inch there. And then from there, 3/8 of an inch.
My bread.
Oh.
My bread.
He's making bread. I was like, oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Okay. So 1 inch, and that's 2 3/4. So let's say okay. And this is the part that I always found to be boring, but the last time I made a mini album, someone was like, I want to see the whole thing. It's like, okay, you'll see it all. All right, we're just going to wing it. I'm going to cut it here, or I'm going to fold it here. All right, we're done with this. All right, so I need this to go here. Nope. I need this to go here. Stop that. Actually, I only need it to go here. All right. So I'll show you what I did. All right. So we did a 1/2 inch, flipped it over, and did a 1/2 inch. Or we did a 1/2 inch, flipped it over, did a 1/2 inch. Then we turned it one. Oh, I am so fuzzy right now. And I did 3/8 of an inch on this side. Okay. And then I did kind of in the middle, but not really. This score line to the edge. There we go. Okay, so from this score line to the edge, I just kind of gauged the middle-ish and went to the right of it ever so slightly, making this fold a little bit shorter than the pocket. Okay. Now we're going to cut this right here, this little rectangle out on the top and the bottom. Okay. Do that real quick. And so I actually typed there and then I realized that I'm not telling you at all what I'm doing. And it's actually better if you notch this part. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these are Tim Holtz scissors. I do have a single pair left in the shop. I do carry Tim Holtz stuff as well. He actually has a new dye out, or not a dye. Well, it's kind of a dye. It's a color. He's got a new color out. It's called Blue Ribbon. And I haven't gotten it in stock yet, but oh my gosh, I can't wait because it's so pretty. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to notch here and here as well after we tape. This one I do need a smaller one. Didn't I get, I was going to say, I know I brought the, that's 1/4 inch. So how many of you guys have me just playing in the background while you're cleaning or crafting, or, because I know I used to do that a lot. Let go. Sorry, I wouldn't let go. I used to do that a lot, like turn on the lives, like, and work on something. Oh, see, that's because I made it 3/4 of an inch or 3/8 of an inch, not 1/4 of an inch. Oh wait, I need to figure out what side this is going in. All right, so that's gonna go like that. And then this is gonna go, let's wrap it around. So yeah, we'll wrap it around. All right, and see, all of this is for one pocket. All right, so we're gonna notch right here. Okay, we're gonna flip it over. We're gonna notch right here, and you might be able to see it better on this side. See that little angle? We're gonna notch just right there, just like that. Same thing on this side. And some people can just go straight across. I don't go straight across because you can see here, it's not a straight line. And if I do go straight across, more often than not, it doesn't line up properly for me. And so then I just get mad at it and end up doing it again. Hey, Gypsy, how are you? Keep running outside to check the laundry. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. What paper did you get? Okay. So this is going to fold down like this. And that is not a straight cut, but that's okay. We're going to make it a straight cut. So if you have decorative scissors, a decorative punch, anything like that, you can put that here. Also, you can put lace right here. That might be a good option. I'm trying to think, where do I have my scissors? Oh, I have some of them right here. That one's pretty. Let's do this one. All right, and then we're going to do this before we glue it down because then it's going to be a nightmare to try to do if we do it after. And these scissors that I'm using here are Fiskars. I do like Fiskars brand. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. You don't really see it right this second, but you will after we start playing with it. All right, so this is going to go here. So let's fold this over. Fold this over. Fold this down. All right. So these pockets open sideways. So I want to do this part first so I don't misalign that. That is really going to bug me. It's just kind of hanging out. There we go. I fixed it. I was sewing, but watching you now. Hello. Hello. Pirate themed scrapbook paper so I can make Peter Pan. Oh, nice. Scrapbookers have many edge. Yes. Yes. Right. All right. So I'm just going to burnish this tape. And basically all I'm doing is I'm pushing the tape into the pores, if you will, of the paper. So it sticks a little better. I'm going to take the one on the bottom off first. And I don't think that really matters. Actually, if I do it this way, then I can just do this. Oh. That way it doesn't have such a long journey to go around the page. I'm just folding it around the side. Okay. Same thing here. Taking the back off. Folding it around the side. Just kind of push those creases down a little bit. Take some oomph. Let's see. Oh, I know, right? I agree, Scotty. Yes. I like to see the different themes. Like my next one, let me show you this real quick. So I did like a little sample. And I really, really, really like this. I did this using a single sheet of 12 by 12 paper, among other things. But as far as the wrapping of the box, it's going to be some sort of journal or something. I'm not sure. But it was one sheet of paper. And I do have this also in the shop. It's called the Uncharted Magical something or another. Give me just 1 second and I will tell you what it's called. It's in the fantasy theme, and I only have 21 items there. Yeah, the Undiscovered Magical World is what it's called. An Undiscovered Magical World. But it is in the fantasy themed section. So if you just go to my shop and look at the different sections, you can find the different papers and whatnot. So anyway, I thought this was super cute, and I started playing with that. And yeah. So anyway, I forgot to show you guys that. So yeah, I like the different things for sure. All right, so there's that. That's going to have like a little flippy flop thing. Now let's figure out what our time frame is. Oh, we're sitting right at an hour. All right. Let's map the back of this and figure out this guy here. And then we'll call this a day for today. All right, let's see what kind of scraps we've got going on here. Because we've got some scraps we can use. Stay. Oh, nice. That sounds fun. See, I've always been chicken to do like craft fairs and such. I don't know why, but yeah, I've always been chicken. All right, so none of these are going to be big enough to do the back, but might be able to do the front. That's pretty. Oh, I like that too. Let's do those two and see what happens. All right, let's find a page to go on this front page here. Yes. I got a new order. All right. Can y'all see? Yeah. All right. She's pretty. Figured that I'd try to see how many memory journals sell. Oh my gosh, I am such a chicken. See, I don't want to cut any of these out. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight after I get off, is I'm going to cut out the little pieces here. So let's set that aside. Well, that's nice. Right here. Where are you? Come here, Paige. Paige. Come here, Paige. What do you think about that? I like this. This is nice. I like that. That's nice too. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that letter. Oh, I like the letter. Okay, which one do you like better? The letter or the story? It says story of. It's got some writings. So letter or story? Letter, story, letter, story. What I could do is I could put the letter there and then put like the story here and then flip it up. Ooh, that'd be nice. Yes. Okay. See, y'all agree. Y'all are awesome. Okay. So let's double measure real quick. And we're going to use centimeters because it's a pain in the tush without it. So this is 13.5. So we want to go into 12.5 because we don't need it to be a super large border. And we're going to do 9 centimeters. So we're going to do 12.5 by 9. And I have to use this one because this paper is a little big for my baby trimmer. All right, so there's that one, and then 12.5 right there. Perfect. Oh, awesome sauce. Okay. Now that's something very muted. Didn't I pull out something very muted? Where did you go? All right, so we know that it's going to be 12.5. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, 12.5. Perfect. Boom. Now, this side is going to be 2.5 and 3. So, can't do it on this one. And this, my dear, is why crafters have multiple trimmers. Because I can't do those teeny tiny measurements on that one. So what did I just say? 2.5 and 3, right? All right. So let's do head in way. Don't mind my big old head. Oh, I dyed it purple, by the way. Hey, Vanessa. Good morning. Well, it's not really morning. It's 2:30. But hey. There we go. And then we'll put this over there. All right, and then we can put this one right here. Let's do just the ever slightest edge off of this. All right. Okay. And poof, there we go. All right, we're going to use Fabri-Tac for this. And I'm not inking any of these pages on this one. I just want to keep it nice and clean cut. Trying to center it just a little bit. Okay. And this one's going to go right there. And then you could put pretty much whatever you want down there. You can write on it. Put stickers. You know, whatevs. Oh my gosh. I have an idea. Nope, don't glue to each other. Nope, don't glue to each other. Stop that. There's a method to my madness, I promise. My favorite thing in the whole wide world, or at least in the crafting world. Magnets. Okay, gonna need a little bit more because I let it dry. Wait, no, stay. So what you been up to, Miss Vanessa? How are you doing? All right. No, come here, you. Hey, stop that. Now it's being ornery. I gave it a compliment, so now it's like, ha 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 ha. I'm just kidding. Partly. All right, so I'm going to pick this up and kind of close that around there. And let's see. Oops, sorry. I just beat up the mic again. Okay. All right, can you guys see? Yep, you can see. I've got dangles for your bottles in there in the shop as well. if you guys are interested. I know a lot of people ask me about that or get messages really on that. All right. So there's that. And then this one, what did we say? 12 and a half, right? All right, 12 and a half. And then, wait. 2 and a half. Make it a little bit bigger because I need to cut some of it off. All right, hold that. Perfect. Trying to gauge how much I want to cut off. Okay. And that was not enough. Okay. It got stuck. Okay. That is much better. All right. That in the trash. And we are almost done for the day, guys. So we've managed to construct the entire spine, all 4 pages. Well, one of the 4 pages, because I did 3 of them without you guys. Because as you can see, all that measuring and folding and such, it's a little time consuming. And then this one goes right there, just like that. And then the first part of this page is done. And what's really great is it doesn't even have to be the first page, and it doesn't even have to be the front of the first page, because the way that we constructed this, it can be the front or the back. But it's very simple yet elegant. And that's what I was kind of going for with this particular book. All right, so it's gonna go. I do like it on the front though, to be honest. I do really like it on the front. It's really quite nice. And we'll probably leave that just like that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'll do some thinking. I won't cut anything, I promise. We'll continue to do this all together. But I will continue to think and come up with some different ideas for page layouts. So that's what we did today. Oh, and we put that in there, of course. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this particular stream. I really liked you guys coming along with me and hanging out with me. And hopefully I can get some free time tomorrow and we'll continue the process. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.